Hello and welcome. Today you're going to be learning some new ideas on keeping the morale up within the classroom and within your students, keeping them motivated, keeping them happy and you happy as well. It's always nice to have refreshing ideas, like I said, to motivate your students throughout the year. They love to be praised and recognized for all their good behavior and good efforts within the classroom. By the same token, we also want to ensure that our motivation does not become like a bribe for the students. Like, you do this, and okay, please, 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 I'm asking you to do this for me, and then in return, I'll give you this. No, it's not supposed to be like that, but rather something that they're striving to learn. So, you want the learning to become more important than the price. The students they should be taught responsibility, and that they should know that learning is their responsibility within the classroom. This past year, I had the opportunity to use several of these things within my classroom. One of which was the students' absolute favorite were the stickers. They loved, most especially they loved the scented stickers because you could scratch and sniff and they smell really good. I got these at a teacher's store. And I just had them always at my hands always in my hands, so that if we're doing the math wall or doing an in-class activity and I see that the students are engaged and focused on the learning, I give them a sticker, and it motivates them to to keep on learning and bringing about new and creative ideas. Another of which was the tickets that I used. Each student had a Ziploc bag, and inside the Ziploc bag they collected tickets. At the end of each week, they counted them up, and they were redeemed at the at my treasure box on Friday. And so if they had, in each, I put like a price amount for an amount for the tickets. So like 5 equaled a pencil, or 6 equaled a stamp, or whatever I had in my box. Another of which were stamps that the students like to see, on their work. They like to see that they, had muy bien or excelente, just different stamps that just help motivate them in their daily tasks. Another of which were pencils. My students love to receive new pencils. They just, every time we were learning something and I saw that they did something, bright and new, I'd give them a pencil. It's always, refreshing to them and you're reinforcing, their learning using these. Another of which are pencil grips. They can just stick them on the pencil, and it prevents like warts or blisters. Erasers, these were very, very key for me this year. They loved erasers because, by the end of the year, or by the end of the day, each pencil didn't have an eraser, so I always needed something extra. Bookmarks. The students were going to the library on a regular basis, so a bookmark was always helpful to them. And they liked the fact that they were colorful and lively. Another of which are the cheers I used by Dr. Jean. One of them that they liked were fantastic. So they'd get their spray bottle out and spray, and then they go, fantastic. So there's just different cheers like that one. Another one I would just pull out, let me just pull out one and at random, and it would help with the transition from going from either reading to math or math to science, and it kind of gave them a small break, a small brain break. So these are also helpful. You can download these. Just Google Dr. Jean's Cheers, and they're at your hands. Another one that I liked within my classroom was the use of music. This helped my students every morning, I always had a welcome song, and this was it.
Hola amigo, ¿cómo está usted? Estoy muy feliz de verlo a usted. Salude a su vecino, boogie para abajo, dese un tope y dé la vuelta. Oh.
So a song like that motivated them at the beginning of the day, got us started, it got us warmed up, and getting ready for what we had in store that day. Another one that I like to use at the closing of the day, because it always wrapped things up and tied the day together, was this one. And I will play a quick segment of that song for you.
¡Aplaudan! Pisen con el pie. Hay que decirle adiós a mis amigos. Hay que decirle adiós a mis amigos. Es tiempo de decir adiós. Es tiempo de decir adiós. Hay que decirle adiós a mis amigos. Adiós, amigos.
So as you can see, starting the day and ending the day with a song are a great motivation with your students. Another way I use my iPod, or you can have a CD player. This is just to demonstrate the fact that bringing music within the classroom is extremely important, because the students need a way to remember things in a positive way and in a very helpful way to them. I also use songs within the classroom to help us learn the months of the year, the days of the week. You can also use songs to help memorize, like the planets. Let's say you're doing a theme on planets and science. You have that song because it's a quick tune that the students can learn, and the brain quickly learns it, retains it, and keeps it right in their memory. You can also create your own tunes. That's also a fun activity, because the students, they like that. They like that spontaneous of creating a tune within the classroom, because then they're able to, add words, take out words, and it's just within the classroom. It's also important to assign roles to the students to teach them responsibility. You want to give them a job. As you can see here, under each picture signifies, a different thing. Turning out the lights, getting out the student that passes out the papers, the line leader, the caboose. And so the students, you can have popsicle sticks and put Velcro here, and every week they just come and put their popsicle sticks, their name, under each job, so that they know which role they are in charge of that week. So in my classroom, we have like a picture system going. And now as I move over here, it's also important to use technology within the classroom to keep the morale up. I use a lot of YouTube, a lot of TeacherTube. United Streaming was very important, because I was able to reinforce, the learning, reinforce the lessons with videos that engage the students and capture their attention. I also played soft music when we were writing in my classroom, soft Baroque classical music to stimulate their brain. So that was also effective, I found, as a motivating factor within the classroom. Towards the middle of the year, I began to see that many of my students homework was becoming like a routine to them. And I had a parent come and ask me, Ms. Juarez, how can I help my son become more motivated with homework? And I began to think about that, and so I went home and I slept on it. And I thought about it, and I thought about it. And, well, I came back, and I just bought one of these mini charts at the teacher's store. And basically what I did was, on this corner, I put Semana de, and then I would start I would put the date that would start the week, and then I'd put their names all the way down, and basically I would just, if they did their homework that day, it was based on completion. If they did their homework, if Alberto did his homework, I would just he would get up, I would have a little stand with the stickers, he would get up, come and put a sticker under his name. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he had 3 stickers out of 5, at the end of the week, he could come and choose a little prize out of my little knick-knack boxes, which had erasers, stickers, pencils, just little knick-knacks. And that helped motivate my students. But they had to have 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 stickers. You can arrange that however way you want. But this was also a beneficial motivator for them. I hope that you never forget that a simple hug, a smile, or a wink, or a simple pat on the back can work wonders with your students. Sometimes students may be experiencing difficulties within their home, and receiving the warmth of that hug, that smile, that wink may make the world of difference in their lives. As teachers, I think our job is to serve our students wholeheartedly as we continue doing it willingly, and motivating them on a daily basis, and like I said, basically keeping the morale up within your classroom.